Welcome back to Bronze League, the Taiwanese and Southeast Asia Dreamhack Winter 2020 Final. It's happening again! The two most exciting / ridiculous players that Starcraft 2 potentially has ever seen. For a nice match, a best of 7, and we'll see all they have to offer, or what little they have to. It's unclear. Let me first introduce, for the third time in these playoffs this year, in the bottom left, from Team Alpha X, it is Nice. And in the top right, we'll get that. Jimmy, get the numbers. Does he have a team right now? What team could contain him? He is on in the Bear Me clan. It doesn't say team, I'm not sure, but winning the most money of any bronze leaguer in the history of StarCraft 2, over $150,000. It is the man, the myth, the arguable legend, Has. So there's a hard wall. Nice has wait, that's all Nice has built. We have to be clear. This is Protoss versus Protoss, which is already a bit of like a jambalaya of pieces of hair and also a whole lot of soy sauce, and don't ask how that happened. But then you add Has and Nice to the mix and things, well, now we got some paprika, and we also have I talked about jumper cables? They're definitely jumper cables. We're not sure how or why, but they're jumper cables. So don't worry about it. Meanwhile, so Nice walled off in one of the most weird. He's got the Cyber Core flanked by 2 Royal Guardian gateways. He's figured out the best way to avoid getting pylons in his base is avoid getting anything in his base at all. Meanwhile, is scouting diligently. Usually with these two, build orders are a suggestion. Much like recipes or higher education. Okay? You don't need to learn to read good to have the best builds. But the best builds has you. That's what I ask myself every morning. Nice. No, Has is going for a Nexus. You know, I need to just simmer down a bit. Nothing crazy has happened. I mean, I'm really stereotyping these players. Every time they play, it is some madness, but nothing that crazy. Like, walling off your natural's a little weird, especially considering that he built stalkers behind the wall. So that's something, but like, it's not that crazy. I mean, he has a pylon. Is it even a proxy, or is it a spotter, or is it just kind of, it's there for maybe warping into depths? It's unclear. But Has is doing, and now this is weird to say, he's just doing a 1-gate expand into Twilight, which is the standard kind of meta right now. Into Blink. Blink is very common. So, Jimmy, have we talked about the goddamn health bot? I'm sorry. Wow. It's been a tough week for him. We're professionals here. A Stargate, obviously. We saw the Oracle. Meanwhile, 2 Adepts has scouted everything but the actual edges of the base, so he didn't see the Adepts. He doesn't have a probe here, so the Adepts, okay, just kind of get in. That's, okay, so that Phoenix isn't real. He definitely used, oh, and here come the Oracles. Oh, wow. This is a disaster. And now the Force Field blocked his, wow. Nice just came in, slapped him around, kneed him in the stomach, and got out. Wow, that is a terrible... He lost 9 probes! Nice already headed this potential off by hard walling. Maybe Has should take some notes. Unfortunately... Oh, the jukes! Oh, he just goes anyways. It's Buffer. Oh, he comes in again! He's got the jumper cables yet again. They're hooked up to the Oracle batteries. Oh, now they don't have the plus and the minus, so they have to leave. They can't jump through the shield batteries if they don't have both. But either way, Nice is now just up 8 workers. He lost an Oracle and a couple of Depths, but how does Haz punish him? He's gonna have Blink, but he can't really move his Stalkers out of his base because of the threat of even just 1 Oracle. So this pylon just barely out of range to scout the 3rd, whereas Haz gonna successfully scout the pylon. So, you know what? Back to my original tone. Haz opened up Gate Expand like a normal person, and then lost like 14 probes to an Oracle and a Depths like a Diamond Leaguer. I mean, come on. At least, Nice, I gotta repeat, had the decency to hard wall off because he understands it's super hard to look at both screens at once. Come on. It does appear Nice is happy to stay in his base for a while. Oh, come on. No. Stop it. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Why? Why? Okay, well, we're leaving. And we're walking. The hallucinated Phoenix just watched that whole thing happen. I guess it might be enough. Nice does have more workers, so he can support a greater attack. He only has 3 gates, though, which is not a whole lot. The force fields are a problem. Oh, well. Force fields don't really discriminate. So I'm not sure how Nice plans on getting through here. Maybe he's hoping Haz will screw up a force field. I don't know. 2 oracles now coming towards the natural. You see, it was all a decoy. Unfortunately, the micro is not perfect, and by that I mean doesn't kill anything because that's how shield batteries work. Nice, on the other hand, he has Stalkers. He loses. So the supplies are even, the worker count is even, and now Nice decides he finally is going to kill something, and the first thing he's going to kill is his own gateway. Yep. Here, I wasn't sure for like 4 minutes that we were watching Haz versus Nice, but I no longer have doubt. He accidentally hallucinated a Colossus, which will fool the other hallucinated Phoenix, I'm sure. Oh my... As he scouts the Templar archives. Meanwhile, Haz doesn't... He only has 2 gases throughout all this. He's only mining... Oh, the hallucinated Phoenix comes back in. Headbutts the hallucinated Colossus. Yeah, this is just a standard build from both players. Oh, an Archon. Okay, a 3rd base. 2 probes, tag team on the 3rd. Has a warp prism. End of sentence. Meanwhile, an Oracle comes in, kills 2 probes. 17 have died. Haz is up 4 workers. You can't explain that. I can. He hard-walled into 2 bases and didn't get a 3rd. Observer, I think, spotted the army. Meanwhile, I feel like Haz is going to be in the same situation that Nice was. You just learned this. You're not getting through there. Do not try to get in there. The Warp Prism comes in. There's just enough units to be scared of these charge lots. Oh, that's a real Phoenix. Okay, Warp Prism goes out. So does the army. There are still charge lots in the main. This is still happening. So it's hard to tell what's real anyway. Okay, the Zealots are just leaving. Or not. Not this time. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of this. It's unclear what exactly, all the preconceptions or expectations you have for a professional match of StarCraft, I warn you, if you try to hold yourself to them or you try to compare against what you're used to seeing, you're going to have a tough time. Supplies are even. Haz's army just right-clicks past to show dominance, but in fact, the Archon's even more dominant. Haz has less units. Nice goes into Haz's natural. All the charge lots are at the wrong part of the fight, which is it may be intentional, but almost it's not. It's definitely. Meanwhile, Nice is splitting up his army, which is. Is there recall available? No, he just recalled the Prism, so there's no he has to warp in. Nice is jousting around. There's still a cannon. Well, okay, there's a cannon in the main, so the Oracle can't do much. Nice is desperately trying to make units work. The Oracle does the world tour. Meanwhile, Haz finally feels like he has enough units. The Oracle survives somehow, magically, beautifully. And then Nice decides, yeah, I actually did want to go to the natural. There's a stasis ward. The Oracle just dies, so that's fine. Robo dies. Warp Prism gets very up in the personal space, targeted down. Archon's hitting probes. Blink Stalkers try to finish what the Prism started. I guess it works. Meanwhile, Haz is just losing probes and the fight. So it looks like game number 1 will be going to Nice. Just a clean execution. Or not. Okay, we're not done. There's a disruptor in production. Who knows what's gonna happen? Never mind. We're not done yet. What am I saying? Haz has to attack down and up his own ramp simultaneously. A Stalker's lifted, which is just something you can do. Okay. He makes that Archon very uncomfortable. Haz now down 50 supply. There's an Immortal here. There's also an Immortal here. And also an Immortal here. How crazy is that? The Disruptor coming in for the flank. And then, okay, well, nope, he's chasing it. There's a shield bat. Oh, here's a Prism. The Disruptor's being chased. Shield batteries are good. Prism dies. Disruptor also dies. Robo units do not survive. Okay, nice. Game 1. Takes it. Clean victory. Best of 7. I really like how Nice made sure he couldn't outplay himself, but then he did anyways. Like when Nice hardwalled off and then ended up having to kill his wall after going through all the effort to not kill his own wall. But then Haz just kind of lost a third of his army, which gave Nice the opportunity to actually attack. So, Game 2, Death Aura. Honestly, in terms, sure, the control was a bit, I think the only word I can use to describe it is wonky. But the control was a bit wonky. But the builds weren't that crazy. Usually in these games, we're used to seeing something just completely out of what some people might understand to be making any sense. Right there, the control and the micro and the tactics were definitely less than standard. Oh, Haz is going Nexus first. Okay. Alright. Getting back to our normal cheese builds, are we? He's just gonna go Nexus first. Okay. Which is kind of a thing, but it was specifically nerfed I mean, it really depends on what your opponent... It depends a little on whether your opponent is willing to commit to punishing it. And if I was nice, I maybe wouldn't focus too much on the micro end of things. It looks like Haz realizing that allowing Adepts to get in without a hard wall was a bad idea. So he's going to just knock that right out and hardwall himself. And he knows how dangerous probes are, so he will keep a very close eye on Nice's probe to make sure that there are no problems here. He's covering all his bases, literally and figuratively. Oh, Jimmy! Nice! Don't know. What do you mean all Protoss look alike? You can't say that. I know, it was hard to tell, though. Like, what? He cancels a gate? What? I'm sorry, wait, what did I just see? You see what happened? Your badge? Give me your badge, your keyboard, and your gun. Both guns. Anyways, so he canceled a gate. And Nice is proxying... Wait, no, that's a forge. That's a forge. And where's the Zealot? Where are you going? What? Why is it a forge? Where are you going? Where is everyone going? What is happening? Oh, he finds a Zealot in the speed zone. Oh my god, it's like he has charge. He's gonna use the WLA. Oh, the Stalker can also pony trot through. The other Stalker wants to participate, but does not get a trophy. Doesn't even get an assist on that one. No kill steal attempt there. No 50 gold. Nothing. What is this? What is this? Okay, that's a cannon. And then there's a Robo. There's a Artosis pylon, but it has a Tasteless pylon to back it up. So,
This is the stupidest fucking thing in the world.
No, oh, come on, don't be rude. It's like, it's legitimate Starcraft play. There's a probe that he pulled off of gas to scout for, I assume, this. So, there's an Immortal, and then there's a shield battery in the mineral line. That's going to be a big deal. He still has battery overcharge. Nice is microing, but he does lose a Stalker. I don't know. Here we go again. Warp gate finishes. Okay, he can get out. Oh, he just loses another Stalker. Meanwhile, the Stalkers are chasing the Prism, which doesn't seem to have much motivation. Isn't there a there's an Observer? Why an Observer? Where's the Immortal? He decided an Observer was the most important piece of the puzzle, so I guess knowledge is power, but power is also power, and I would have argued that having an Immortal would be pretty powerful, especially against Immortals, but who knows? A Robo Bay's on the way, and he's still on one base. There's also 2 Immortals and a Prism, and they're going the wrong way. The Stalkers just decide, you know what, that's fine. So now Haz doesn't have any units at his base, because he decided to just pick up and go the other side. Shield battery overcharge versus pylon, but the DPS is that depowers one of his gates. Haz just gonna base trade because that's what's happening. The battery died, but the cannons are still hitting the Adepts. He's killing probes. Haz killing probes. He just has to hold it home. There was a Robo Bay. There's still he's just losing all his probes. So it's gonna, and then the Adepts get in! Always the Adepts! He pulls the probes! Both sides! Everybody get in! Everybody in! Okay, Immortal on the low ground. Adepts, kind of. It's unclear. Meanwhile, all the probes are dead. Nice has no economy. He's holding, I think. And remember, he can just recall his prism. Does he remember that? Why is there an immortal? Why is that the immortal? Ah! Of all the things! Now he can't recall his prism anymore. But I think he has enough. Because he has 2 immortal. GG! All tied up. Evenly matched. An epic final so far. So, Has with the Nexus first into Forge. I'm still not entirely convinced. I'm not 100% convinced that the cannons were better than having 2 gateways. But Has seems to have been looking for any excuse to build a Forge. So I'm sure a lot of you out there can empathize. And he found whatever... I still don't know what he saw that prompted him to cancel a gateway and build a Forge. There's a non-zero chance he just accidentally canceled the gateway. We don't know. We may never know. Has might not know. Like, at some point, like, a butterfly may have flown into wherever his computer is, and landed on his shoulder, and whispered in his ear, build a Forge. And that's how I assume most of his builds come to him. But it's unclear. So, with that, yeah, come on! Game 3! Here are these guys. Where are you going? So now, oh my god, the camera getting just as messed up as these games. So this is both everything we expected and everything we wanted. Still, honestly, on the scale of clickbaity cheeses, which I'm sure will come up with another clever title for this one. Like and subscribe if you if these games made you question your understanding of StarCraft and reality, like and subscribe. Because for the first time, instead of being the armchair grandmaster saying, well, these guys don't look very good. What just happened? Oh my god, the camera angle on this map. I can't tell. Like, this is like, it's like vodka. It's like vodka. Where, if you have a little, it tastes bad. But if you have a lot, well, it doesn't taste so bad anymore. So, take those shots, smash those like buttons, and here we go. Game 3. Alright, that's where the pylon goes. Nice spots it immediately. Oh, the ultimate duel! Oh my god, it's so close! Has breaks from the duel. Dishonor for 7 generations. Even though he does need to build the proxy. He already committed to the pylon. If this was Rocket League, Has should GG right now. That was a rule 1 right there. Oh, what? Why is there another probe? I don't... That was the scouting probe. Okay. But also, what did you think you were going to... That begs the question of what he thought he was going to do with the probe. Was he going to... Oh my god. Oh, revenge! Oh! Don't talk to me. My twin brothers are here, and they're gonna fuck you up. Probe, don't use such curse words. Fuck you! Oh, calm down, Jesus. Who knew probes had such a mouth on them? Especially for a robot without arms, legs, or a mouth. In fact, no Protoss have mouths. Thus begging the question of why Iron Chef is such a fun game. So, Has decided... Just give me the Stargate, Has. Come on. Come on. You know what he won't expect? Oh my god. The butterfly came back. Oh, there are depths in the base. It's a little late for... Oh, he recalls. Wait, what? No, you were killing the... What? The depths. They're killing... They're gonna kill the probes anyways. Alright. So now Has is kind of just left with a Robo and a Stargate on the map. The Adepts will, like, if you don't hardwall this, the trend of this series is if you don't hardwall off, there will be Adepts in your base. It's not an if, it's a when. There is no stopping them. It's impossible. That's why we have to hardwall. Very important. Meanwhile, wasn't there a Void Ray? There is a Void Ray. Did he ever get... He didn't get the Prism out, right? Either it got depowered first or he just canceled. So, Nice is going to hardwall off with a shield battery, just completely preemptively. He has no idea if there are any Adepts on the map. But, he's not taking the goddamn... Oh. Adepts could still get through that, bro. And they will. There are no Adepts. But they will. Meanwhile, by the way, throughout all of this, it might seem like Has was doing well. Has expanded... Oh my god. We just saw Revelation used to kill an Observer, which I didn't even think of. And also, why was the Observer there? He already saw the start... It wasn't just that he scouted. He sieged up. He put it in surveillance mode. Oh, and also, the Void Ray just missed it. You had one job! So the Oracles, by the way, they were off the proxy Stargate. There's an Oracle on the other side, which didn't get any kills. Probably because... Oh, well... Oh my god. Oracles... Wait, are Oracles armored? Oh, they are now. That was changed. So charging up the Void Ray does actually do more damage. But still. But still, though. That's not real. But maybe he'll think it's real. What is reality? There's a stasis at the third. Both players going blink. So, 40, the supply is near even. Both blink. What's the gateway count? Has is going up to 5. Nice is on 3. The workers are about around 42. The stasis blocked the third! Not only stopped the probe, but also he couldn't build it until the stasis runs out. Nice is doing the most disgusting patrol pathing possible as he trips over. It's like watching third graders square dance in the mineral line right now. Which would probably be a compliment based on the rest of this play. Oh my god, calm down. Okay, the Stalkers decided to cease and desist. Okay, so he just used Revelation on the main, and in comes the hallucinated Phoenix, which actually, I guess, gets some info. He found the Stargate, by the way. It was over there. He found it. Has is expanding to a third. The supply is still very even, as both of them warping in pretty sparingly. Blank is finishing. +1 on the way for Nice. Does Has have a forge? He does. Up until now, it was decorative. Robo Bay. Nexus. Oh, Has is attacking. That's what... He expanded and is also attacking. That's a stasis. I think he noticed at the last second. Oh my god, the Oracle who lived! Meanwhile, Guardian Shield, kind of a big deal. The Stalker count, though, 16 to 8. Void Ray helping out a lot. Not for long, though. Has just does have more stalkers and more gateways. So obviously it's time to back off. He just walking stalkers out. Does he not have a robo? He blinks in. The third base under attack. Do less stalkers counter more stalkers? We're about to find out. Well, an Immortal's really going to change the equation. Meanwhile, this Oracle finds 7 kills. Oh, nice. A gut punch. There was a Warp Prism around in the general vicinity. Has noticed in time, thankfully. Meanwhile, Oracles are still just kind of out here. +1 is about to finish for Nice, and he has Guardian Shield, which is a huge deal. He goes for the Prism. Then he stops. Then he goes again. He gets it. So, at the end of the day, about even. Workers about even. Supply slightly larger for Has, but his upgrade slightly later. So the game, it Disruptor's out for Nice, which, who knows who that's more dangerous for, to be honest. Disruptor's a double-edged sword. More like a double-edged grenade. More like just a grenade. No, doesn't matter how many, just a regular grenade. Okay. As we all know, just like in real life, the only thing grenades don't hurt are other grenades. But only if your team throws them. And now Has is going double Stargate because that makes complete sense. That... Oh my god. Well, that's... Yeah. I do less stalkers counter more stalkers? I keep getting surprised by how true that is. Just the confidence. You gotta factor in the +3 to confidence there. Meanwhile, some just regular old zealots are in the middle. Don't you fire. Don't you do it. Okay. Alright. So the zealots are dealt with. The supply is still startlingly even. Oh wait, he's building phoenixes to counter the disruptors. Really, Has? You're gonna pick up the disruptors? Like, I don't think I'm not confident you could pick up your own pair of pants in the morning. And you're gonna pick up disruptors. Okay, this is what we're doing. On paper, phoenixes can interrupt the disruptor shot by picking up the ruptor. But I'm pretty sure we've never seen a paper in our lives here. We've just been scrawling on the sides of caves with these build orders. All that remained was where to place your first 2 pylons, as important as they are. You know, Has built this build in a cave with a box of pylons. With all due respect, sir, we're not Has. How did nothing kill it? How is it still alive? Why are there... He's got his reserve phoenixes. He doesn't want to reveal them, because everybody knows if it's not moving, the hallucinated phoenix can't see it. Leading the charge with the prism, which is always important for the important leader of the attack. It's like when, historically, generals have led the charge. So that way, if they die, your entire army just turns around. Like that. I remember back when Napoleon was in the front of the cavalry charge, and then just died, and then his army just gave up because of it. Is that a Colossus? That's how it went. By the way, the disruptors, oh my god! Full broadside! Definitely not the most efficient use. Oh, and why do you go phoenixes? Why? We knew this would happen! You knew it would. Why do you lie to yourself? Oh, this is why Napoleon never conquered China. Because disruptors are never where you think they are. So, at the end of the day, Phoenix is not quite the textbook counter to disruptors we were told they were. Warp prisms. Why? There's always another prism. You know what they say? Never fight a land war against disruptors. Is that the prism? Once again, confidently leading the charge. There are lifts happening. Nice is out-microing himself pretty hard here. Nice ends up losing most of his stalkers to charge lots. So now has an army. Oh, he picks up one. He gets two. He gets three. He gets all three. He did it. Has did it. It took a couple tries. Oh, wait. Oh, he gets it again. Nice. Losing most of his army before the fight. Is gonna struggle. He did it. Has lifted the disruptors. And now, I think, unless he does something drastic, we'll win the game. Okay. So, despite his best efforts, Has takes game 2. He will go up. What a roller coaster. So, I would try to offer some analysis, but yeah, thank you for the reminder. This started with a proxy robo into proxy Stargate build. It started with a robo, and it ended with the... You know what? I lost track already. Like, the tech tree is more like a vine wrapped around a chain link fence. Than like a tree. Pillars of gold. So, I'm sorry. I kind of just lost track of what was happening. Which I think is fair, because neither player really was demonstrating any sort of respect or understanding for what was happening either. Has lost... We're gonna need a name for it. But, like... I think General Prism is not specific enough. Maybe like a Vanguard Prism or something. Just a name for when you're obviously select all army moving and your War Prism is ahead of your whole army and just dies. A Napoleon Prism. A decorative... I don't know. Oh, both players are sending probes out quite early. But what is early? A scouting prism? No. It's different. It's not a scouting prism. It's not scouting. Scouting would imply looking at it and gathering information and using that information. A Leroy... There it is! Leroy Prism! I love it. I think that's perfect. A Leroy Prism. Oh, god damn it, Leroy! No, he's... Leroy! Oh, I'm dead. Chums up. Let's do this. Why are you following the probe? At this point, I've given up trying to follow. Not the probes haven't. The probes are still going. You know, I don't blame them. Both players have been consistently... They have to be very aware of their opponent's probes whenever possible. Because those probes are the most dangerous creatures in the Protoss arsenal. Oh my god. Both sides. Ow. Ah! Let me in! To my own base! Nice is chasing. Has this probe. Has chasing. Nice is probe. Who's chasing who? Oh. No, they go their separate ways. That's a Stargate. There are adepts. Oh, wait, the probe's back. I'm not sure where the probes are coming from or where they're going. Or who they've seen. Or who they've been talking to. Those are some... Oh, the adepts are actually chasing the stalkers now. I'm not... And he recalls the stalkers, which is a thing you can do. Now there are two probes just hanging out over here, loitering. I mean, maybe for once Haz won't let adepts in his base. He'll let his own adepts in his base. Also, why are his adepts back home? And also, this... Nice is taking the scenic route with... No, are you scouting for the stalkers? Does he not have a Stargate? It feels like Nice should have something because he has 500 gas! Which, like, he's just... What he's gonna do, okay, is he's gonna wait till everybody needs gas. And then he's gonna slowly trickle out the gas and start to corner the Vespene market. Which a lot of people say that the maps are gonna mine out soon. At some point, there's gonna be a limited amount of Vespene. And when he has that Vespene, he can really just create a monopoly and squeeze the market for maximum profit. The adepts won't get in. Oh my god. Could you just not do that? Haz! You had one job! You have a probe there! What are you doing? You have... Are you kidding? Come on! Like, I can't. What? The amount of effort that went in to fucking that up was, like... Oh my god. Like, all you had to do was build a pylon. Yes, I get it. But, like, he has 6 adepts. You have 3 adepts. 6 adepts or 8 adepts or however many adepts is more adepts. No! What? Why'd you cancel? He had so many paths. Like, he had 2,476,114 paths where the adepts don't get in. But this was the only path where they could. Why? You're not real. You're just a nightmare. Wait, how many of these phoenixes are real? The adepts are still here. Leroy! Okay, this isn't a Leroy prism. This is just a casual prism. This is a business casual prism, alright? Like, it still has some work to get done, but it's also kind of like here on its own free time, because it doesn't really make sense to go for a prism and just give away the fact you have a prism when your opponent has phoenixes, because your prism will just die. But if the phoenixes are kind of desperately trying to get anything done on the other side, then maybe the prism won't just die. Who knows? He's gonna shade into the main and maximize the amount of damage he doesn't do, which is very impressive. Also, there are adepts over here. What happened to the adepts get out, but their adepts... Wait, what? Where did they go? Are they dead? I can't... Something happened. All the probes went to the natural. Oh, and now the prism uses the recall, but still... Oh my god! Almost loses the prism. Oh my god! 10 HP. Got a little goddamn close there. I think the Adepts die. He's lost 8. The supplies are dead even. Oh my god. Somehow, these players, despite all of the twists and turns, they're so evenly matched. In much the way, no, I can't even come up with anything. I'm not clever enough to come up with an analogy or how, like, peas in a pod doesn't make any sense. But like peas in a pod, if that pod was also one of the colors of like a plaid shirt, and then there were other pods with other colors in that same shirt, and they were both wearing the same shirt, but like different sizes, but they matched. But one was like wearing plaid pants and one was wearing a plaid shirt, and then the shirts matched. Like their outfits matched, but they were also different, like that. There you go. And that made about as much sense as these players. I think that was appropriate. All right. The Phoenixes come in. Leroy Prism is leading the charge with 10 HP and 100 shields. Okay. Six probes die. Phoenix is coming back. Nice just has way more stalkers here. Yeah, Walling doesn't. Oh, he just blinked! He blocks! But the shield battery overcharge! A Colossus is building for some godforsaken reason. Colossus doesn't counter stalkers. Phoenixes counter Prism if they would attack it. They do. Wait, the probes! The Colossus is still there. He's lifting. It's unclear. I think he's losing a lot of probes. Okay, it looks like Haz is dying, but I'm not entirely sure. His supply is going down. He lose. Okay, it's tied. It's 2-2. It's 2-2. Can I get a nice in the chat? All tied up. Take a moment. Gimme! These... So, I can't tell if they've upped their game or lowered it. Or it's just gone sideways. Because what I'm used to seeing from these players is just chaos in the builds. But this has been just a down and dirty brawl. It's like watching two 4-year-olds fight each other with brass knuckles on their feet. And jumper cables are just around. They're just around. Not really related. But you never know. Somebody might use them. Who knows? It is a bit more of an early game focus. I know it sounds weird, but a bit... They've gotten better at punching each other, I think, is what I mean by this. Both players, despite their usual tendencies, are actually doing damage to each other, as opposed to kind of botching attacks and randomly attack switching. Though there is still plenty of that. Not as much as we've seen in past series. At least so far, there's still plenty of opportunity. Now we gotta watch the probes closely. I'm sure they both will. Please, sir, let me escort you out. You're not allowed to be here. Both players are sending the bouncer probe to try to discourage the scouting probe, but the bouncer probe, not that effective. What's happening here? Team effort. Team building exercise. Okay. Oh, wait. Now they're both going to try to murder a probe together. Not on Mineral Walk. What happened to the other probe? Oh, here it is. That's not even a wall. It's a scouting pylon. There are now 4 or 5 probes. Wait, no, those are stalkers. Oh. Just phased through each other. Finally, we learned how to Mineral Walk. The stalkers are on the chase. No, Nice has 2 probes heading back towards his base. I don't know why Haz didn't build Adepts. We all know Adepts are impossible to stop. Just look at Haz's build last game. Okay, so that shield battery just dies. No cancel. It appears that 3 stalkers are enough to drive out 2 stalkers. The hallucinated Phoenix will successfully scout. He canceled whatever he was building here. It has. I guess he decided he didn't need any more units because his opponent's expanding. Okay. Has going for the Oracle. Meanwhile, Nice does not have a tech choice yet. He likes to wait his sweet, sweet time for it. Warp gate finishes. Yeah, I like trying to plan or predict or do anything but read the production tab, and even sometimes reading the production tab's a struggle. Like, the production tab doesn't make sense most of the time in these games. Like, right now, it's fine. They're both building an expansion, building probes. Nice has 300 gas in the bank and is long-distance mining with, like, 8 probes, but otherwise, he still hasn't decided on any tech. Not that any... Oh my god. That's illegal. He stopped the Oracle comes in. Guardian Shield is used, which actually, well, doesn't really help against the Adepts. 2 Oracles now, but it's a little late for 2 Oracles. Meanwhile, there's no stopping Adepts. It's a free ride into Haz's base every single game. This is 5 for 5 games that Haz has let Adepts in his base. So one way or another. So Haz ends up somehow losing more to Adepts, despite having Adepts and or... What do you think? You were just here, Nice. You were just here. You just had Adepts in his base. What are you going to see now? Like, well, something may have changed. Who knows? Nice decides on a Twilight Council and +1. What's he going to build with it? It's a blink. Blink. Okay, blink. Haz is going for blink. It appears to be an extremely reactionary play. Oh, Adepts! There's no stopping them! They teleport! And the Adepts get in. Once one goes down, then the shield battery will become infinitely more useful. The Oracles now will kill a probe at the 3rd and then make it feel very uncomfortable. 4 probes die, which means Haz is now up 3 workers. Is he gonna take a 3rd? Inspired? This is a hallucinated Phoenix. The supply's still very even. He decides on a stasis sword at the front. It appears we're going to be evening out with Blink Stalkers +1 and a third. The process for getting here has been a bit of a mess. But it does seem it's going to be close to even on those unit compositions. And that's all I have to say about that. I don't know. Like I thought about talking about where we would go past that, but I stopped myself. So I'll just commentate my lack of commentary instead of trying to offer any predictions that are almost certainly going to be wrong. Nice is building. It appears these players have similar strategies for defending. They're just going to kind of build some zoning batteries, some zone defense. He doesn't prefer man-to-man here. But zone defense is how Nice likes to play it. Looks like has as well opting for the zone defense between the stasis wards and the shield batteries. Hallucinated Phoenix. I'm not sure. I guess they're looking to see if their opponent's still back at home. The hallucination war. I would argue this entire matchup has been an exercise in suspended reality, but hallucinations flying both ways right now. I got a Robo Bay. A Robo Bay. He's gonna go double Robo Phoenix, which is like 2 more spellcasters than I think has is reliably going to... You know, if he has Phoenixes, Blink Stalkers, Disruptors, Sentries, I think reliably he will be able to use at least one of those. So all of those units are good. That's a real Phoenix. Here's the real meta play, is after all these hallucinated Phoenix, you just go for a real Phoenix. And they'll never expect that. Another stasis. Eventually, Nice's army will be entirely frozen. Does he notice that that's a stasis, or... Okay. He blinks one stalker in, but your army is just way smaller. Nice's army does not beat what has. He just has less units. Has is now building a Colossus because I think he rightfully realizes that trying to control 4 different sets of spellcasters would be tough for Hermione Granger, let alone himself. But I don't, like... Okay, so Colossus are going to get involved. If you get enough Colossi, then they become effective again against the Stalker-based army compositions. They're not so great with 1 or 2, but you get 4 or 5 and they start really pumping out the damage. That's hard to deal with. So now a Robo Den from Nice with Phoenixes from both sides. Real Phoenixes, to be clear. It's not clear. It's never clear. Nothing's ever clear. Oh, well, that's one of the most dead oracles of this entire series. Wow, he was very ready for that. Okay, this is not a real Phoenix. That Phoenix is halluc. And so is this one, and so is that one. So right now there are actually the units tab doesn't show hallucinations. They don't count because they're not real. So +3/+3 Colossi. Hey girl, is that a robotic? Wait, what's the joke? I'm sorry. Wait a second. Are you a robotics bay? Because you make my thermal lance extend. Wow, I forgot the joke I've used for 8 years. Because I don't know what's real. I don't recall anything, and neither do these players. At least not at the right time. At least not at any time that makes sense. So Haz is attacking with Phoenixes on the left and Stalkers on the right. Which means he will probably lose his Stalkers, but is doing a... Nice warps and zealots! He gets attacked at his natural and reflexively just warps and zealots, which is about the best description of this entire goddamn series that I've ever seen. And then Haz loses all his Phoenixes to more Phoenixes somehow. And now we're even. The stasis ward times out. There's a Colossus! Okay, calm down. There's a Colossus, a Carrier, a Phoenix, +3, extended thermal lance, and +1 air weapons in production for Haz. Because... Yep. And meanwhile, Nice is going more for the Phoenix. Well, he slaps down a Templar Archive. He hallucinates about whatever you can... is around that area on the keyboard. He has a lot of Phoenixes now. He's got 15 Phoenixes. And a mothership's on the way for Haz, because that's one thing we haven't built yet. And the Colossus will just die, because it's there. He picks up a Disruptor and then decides... Oh, Leroy! Oh, wait! He backs off. So... But wait. Okay, so that Colossus isn't real. Those Phoenixes are real. +3's finishing surprisingly close. The Disruptor gets picked up. There's no other Disruptors, but there's Disruptors for Nice. Oh, Carriers are here. Just kill the Carriers. Oh, Guardian Shield. Phoenixes on the Carriers. Phoenixes on the Phoenixes. Shield battery overcharge. More Carriers. Colossi. Immortals at the front. Guardian Shield. Another Carrier targeting the Colossi, but more Phoenixes. Zealots. They don't even have charge. Nice gets absolutely obliterated in that fight. So, the nicest takeaway from that, what he took away from that was, I need Carriers. He looked at that fight and he said, you know what was the real issue? It was the Carriers. And I mean, I guess he's not wrong. I can't disagree too much with that. But yeah, Carriers do counter Colossi, so... There's that. Haz, being up 50 supply and absolutely crushing Nice in that fight, decides it's time to sit back and relax because he's got a comfortable lead. And as the Carriers come out, we'll get spawn camped. There's a shield battery with overcharge! It'll save the day! The Carriers come back! There's also a mothership! Which is fine. And then the Phoenixes will leave, killing essentially nothing. And, oh wait, he's building... I forgot about Tempest. How could I forget? We haven't yet built every Protoss unit. Where are the DTs? Where are the High Templar, actually, as well? Oh wait, Archons. And also a lot of Disruptors. And also Tempest. And the Phoenixes are back. Has losing a lot of probes, but he doesn't care anymore. He doesn't have a Prism with this. So if the mothership... Well, there's not that many units. Nice has rebuilt a lot of his army. He doesn't need to see the units to shoot at them with the... Okay, we're fighting! Wait, huge Disruptors! Big hits, kind of. Mothership in the front, which is exactly where she... Oh, and Mothership dies. Meanwhile, Interceptor's distracting the Tempest. The Tempest firing on the Carriers. The Carriers killing the Tempest. There is Blink. I do remind both players. I think they both have Blink. But their eyes have been wide open this whole game, taking in this spectacle. The Phoenixes will chase. Are there enough Carriers? I don't know if anyone knows. Leroy Prism comes in again. Meanwhile, Disruptors, Colossi, knocked down and knocked out. The Disruptors find huge shots. Stalkers blink forward. A bold move, but it pays off. The supplies are even. And will we see a grand mothership? Or, yes. So, for those who don't know, motherships go backwards. Like, usually you'd have, like, a mother and a daughter ship. But no. It's obviously a grandmother ship because that's the way it is. Isn't that neat? The most obvious hidden fourth gets found, and alongside it, like, a third of Nice's economy. He loses 18 probes transferring to his fourth. And, okay. Which will free up more army supply, so that's a bonus for him. Thankfully, the assimilators will survive. A testament to his efforts. Meanwhile, has the rich Vespine geyser, which is cool. And oh, we're fighting! Okay. The Tempests are firing on the carriers. The Disruptors are firing everything they have, knocking down the Colossi. Oh, whoa! The Disruptors! I don't know whose was whose. I'm pretty sure that was Nice hitting Has. Nice is... The carriers are still doing a lot of damage. But the Stalker count is thinning out. He's just killing the Intercept. He's running out of Interceptors, but there's also no Tempest. And the carriers do rebuild Interceptors. This fight kind of grinding to a halt here. But 3 more carriers come in, and that might turn the... One Stalker blinks up. The last Stalker. But that's a lot. Okay, he has enough carriers. Oh, alright. Okay. Okay. That's enough carriers, right? Wait, the Stalkers are killing the carriers. They weren't really... Oh, they blink under the other... Oh, okay. Nice had a nice supply. It's over. Match point. Obviously, what we can take away from this is that carriers are the best unit. And everyone, if you want to win, you build more carriers. Like, Bronze Leaguers know this. Gold Leaguers know this. Brood War players, like, come on. And professional Starcraft players who have won more than most of you will make in a year. Or multiple years. Has has won $160,000. And cue all the people, well, actually, I make $2 million, and I subscribe to Winter on Patreon for $5,000 a month, because I can. Oh, well, that's very kind of you. I thank you. I thank you for that support. That was awesome. So definitely make sure that went through. But we're going to match point, I guess. What a match. I mean, Has versus Nice. We've seen it before. I can't, honestly, each time I kind of black out a little bit. Just, it's hard to remember how bad it is. Or how good. Or how it is. In the thick of it. But, it indeed is. I can say that with confidence. But, before it continues to be, I would like, Jimmy says we got to take a time to shout out to our sponsors. Thank you guys for watching. Be back after this quick advertisement. You can pause ad block. That'd be awesome. Hey everybody, I'm Winter, and did you know that you should like and subscribe? Why? So YouTube will force feed you more of these videos down your proverbial and metaphorical throat. So that way, you can check out more StarCraft casting. You might be asking yourself, especially if you only watch live on Twitch, does Winter hate StarCraft and literally never plays it anymore? Well, the answer is probably, but there's only one way to find out, and it's by subscribing with Prime Gaming. You might be like, that segue didn't make any sense. Well, much like this series, we're just gonna keep going in circles, twisting and turning. You never know what's gonna come next. Prime Gaming. If you have Amazon Prime, you can connect it with Twitch and get Twitch Prime. No, it's called Prime Gaming. What is Prime Gaming but Twitch Prime? Oh, that's it. Yeah. Okay, so Prime Gaming. Every single month for free, you can subscribe to a streamer of your choice, or even me. And if you don't subscribe right here, right now, you're losing money for me. So, subscribe with Prime Gaming, and also subscribe on YouTube, and show all your friends all of my videos. You're like, I've watched all of your videos. You watch all 1,800 videos, even the awkward ones where I have hair straight out of High School Musical and not the attractive characters. Let's be honest. Let's go, but don't go back. But if you do, you'll see what I mean. Just don't, though. We gotta delete those. Anyways, but hopefully you've enjoyed this series. Hopefully you've enjoyed all of the videos. And why? Because it's you. You, my beautiful friend, my beautiful person, whoever you are right now staring like, oh my god, he's lost it. Well, you are what keep it going. Thank you for the support. Thank you for subscribing in every way. And thank you for watching. Good luck. Have fun. It's over. Come on. Edit it out. Well, welcome back to the Dreamhack Winter 2020 Taiwanese and Southeast Asia Regional Finals. We have, for the third time out of 3 this year. Wait, I think it might have been a semifinal last season. Either way, for the third time this year, the Clash of the Titans. If the Titans were, like sumo wrestlers in water. Like they had to sumo wrestle in like 2 feet of water. So like not a lot of water. Not like up to their necks, but also enough water that's tough to move around. That. In the top left, it is nice. Team Alphax. And then in the bottom right is Has. Both Protoss and both very uncomfortably and concerningly creative. I can't tell if Has wants to proxy himself or not. There's a non-zero chance that has forgotten which side of the map he's on. Okay. Alright. So we're just gonna slap a pylon over there. The bouncer probe. I don't think... No, this is actually... Okay. He actually does. I'm sorry. This was a normal kind of a standard, such as it is, PvP move. He's just hiding a second pylon. Oh, come on, Has. For like 2 seconds, I thought he was going to hide his second pylon just to make Nice freak out. But now he's going to go build... He doesn't have gas! You don't have gas! I thought for a second he was actually doing a standard, like, mind game move of hiding the second pylon, but no. No, he's just gonna slap a robo! That's a robo! You have to walk or fly from the, like, what? He's just gonna, of course he's gonna... And then he cancels, wow. And then he just cancels the robo and builds a Stargate, which will be at almost the same timing as Nice builds a Stargate in his own main. So it ends up, we're both going Stalker Stargate. We've evened it out. And another probe's heading out as he's going to try to confirm this, but Has a step ahead. As he was patrolling. He's no longer patrolling. He may get the probe. Yeah, that's kind of important. Nice still thinks a robo's on the way. And they're just probes heading out. They're just probes around. Nice is... There's a stalker. There's 3 stalkers. Okay. There's 4 stalkers here. There's also 3 stalkers here. And then, so, nice scouts that there isn't any unit. Oh, he recalls the stalkers. But then he hardwalls himself in, so he's just kind of given up on this whole expansion idea. Meanwhile, Nice is just making some decorative pylons. Has a supply blocked because he lost his pylon at his natural. There are now 5 stalkers, which now by my count usually counters 4 stalkers. But, okay. I mean, probably. He does recall, it's a little... Oh, barely gets that stalker out. Has still supply... Oh, he will... Oh, and now Oracle's at his base. Because, of course it is. Because all the stalkers went to go kill the other stalkers, but there's also an Oracle... Well, this Oracle didn't go so great. Because it's dead. It's dead. So Haz loses 6 probes to an Oracle. And then loses his Oracle. Which is overall not an ideal turn of events for Haz. But somehow it's still even on probes. Which...
The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you.
It's just, okay. But he has adepts. Which, I mean, do I need to finish that sentence? Alright, the adepts get in, and then just decide, you know what? The stalkers trip over each other. Meanwhile, the oracles kill another half-dozen probes. But don't worry. Oh my god, he actually blocked the adepts. What a madman. What happened to the... Is the oracle dead? Did he lose both? How many oracles are left? There are no oracles for anyone. Both players are now going for Robo in their main, I want to say. So... No, one's at the net. Close enough. The Phoenixes find the adepts. The other one's able to shade out. Which does interrupt the lift, by the way. Important to note. There's a Phoenix out here. It's not hallucinated. Somehow, they're going to find each other. They were... Wait, are they, though? This is happening. Neither of them see each other, by the way, to be clear. So they'll come in and kill the probes, but this is like the only scenario this one Phoenix could actually be useful. 3 more probes die. Haz has lost 16 probes. He's only... You already have a proxy pylon! This might be to scout for Phoenixes, or... Oh, no. This is where the Dark Shrine goes. You might be like, well, how do you know he's going to make a Dark Shrine? How do you know he's not? Obviously, this is where the Twilight and the Dark Shrine go. Duh. Meanwhile, 2 Phoenixes are successfully countering 4 Phoenixes. No. What? Silly me. You idiots. It's where the second Stargate goes. Because obviously... he has one Stargate in his main. And now he has another Stargate. And then another Stargate, which makes 3. Which is more than 2. And even more than 1, which is how many Stargates that Nice has. So, that is important to know. Oh, we got another kindergarten square dance. Oh my god. Twirl your partner round and round. Pay no mention to the... It's not even a song. Oh my god, even the patrol pathing is terrible. Oh, Jesus. Like, this is how this... Oh, like, why? Why? Oh. That's not real. Oh my god. Oh. The hallucinated Phoenix. Wait, whose probe is that? That's Haz's probe. Why is that Haz's probe? No one can answer this question. Meanwhile, there are just so many Phoenixes. Haz, you already have a robo! He's building another robo because redundancy is important. Somehow Haz is now ahead of... No, okay. Overcharge? Well, that's a lot of Phoenixes. But is Haz going to lose the Phoenix lead despite having 3 Stargates? No. Okay. Oh, this is an observer because this is a place people put observers. This is a totally normal place for observers. Don't shame it. The worker count is even. Nice has decided, you know, I don't blame him. It's time to just attack. The Phoenixes come back in. There's really not that many units here. Haz loses his 3rd, but Nice loses a lot of probes. So... Oh no. Leroy! God. Oh, god damn it. Oh, come on. You had 1, literally. Oh my god. Well, everybody's kind of stumbling into the main. This is happening. Eventually he gets there, and there's no recall in the main because he doesn't have energy on the Nexus. So, despite the clumsy efforts to get here, Nice is going to take out the main. Unless he runs out of energy or loses his sentries. In which case... Okay, attack. Attack. Nice is not attacking with half of his stalkers. He kills the main Nexus. There is a disruptor. Oh my god. Oh my god. So Nice had Brain on cooldown there. The disruptor finds a solid hit. The disruptors are coming. Wait, no, those are immortals. And then everybody's really trying to get involved. It's like a bar fight, and both of them. Remember that vodka? Oh, he tries to target the prism, and he misses. He just missed the prism. There's no way he wasn't trying to target the prism. Oh, he recalls. The rest of the stalkers can walk home. And they will. So... Has lost his entire main. But... Uh-huh. Somehow the supplies are even. There are still the 3 ambitious stalkers from earlier. Nice is now building 7 shield batteries at his 3rd. Well, not all at his 3rd. He cancels some of the shield batteries. All of the shield... Okay. Not all. A couple. Disruptor! He gets it. Leroy Prism! Oh, he's going for it. He still doesn't get the Prism. Come on, get the Prism. It's right... Oh my god! So, Haz still somehow has a Prism, though he has no right to. Oh yeah, he lost his Cyber Core! He can't build any more Stalkers, though I don't know why he'd want to. Oh, there's Stalkers here. A Dark Shrine's on the way. Here come the Phoenixes, lifting up more. The Prism's still alive. Target the goddamn Prism, Nice. Target the goddamn Prism. Oh my god. Ah. You know what? I think it might be. It might remind him he has Robos if he does. That's a lot of Immortals. That's 6. Where did he get all those Immortals from? Oh, there's a Phoenix. There's also another Prism. He has charge, right? No, not yet. He just finished it. He has charge now. There's a Dark Shrine. Is there any detection? Does Haz have an Observer? He doesn't have an Observer. He's building an Observer now. There's nothing to... Oh, you're gonna kill. He's gonna warp it in for the Robo Bay. But he's gonna fly. The DTs. at the worst possible time. Literally Has pops a Guardian Shield over here. For reasons. Oh my god, the Raptors! He puts them in the Prism! What a dodge! Also, the DTs are doing so much damage! Nice is up 50 supply! He almost kills his own shield. What happened there? 13 probes! Oh my god, it's a disaster! And I don't even know what and why. It's unclear. Ah! There are like 7 probes with this army. The DTs, there's still a DT. There's a DT in the main. Well, I guess we could call the base formerly known as main. But the Stalkers don't counter 8 Immortals. Just calm down, Nice. He's up 40 workers. The pylons are still dying. Charge lots are here. Meanwhile, the Stalkers are still trying to see if they can counter 8 Immortals. The answer is still no. He's going for the Nexus. Here comes an army, and there goes like 3 probes, a Warp Prism, and a Stalker. Finally, the Leroy Prism dies. The probes will die. Nice. Haz is using 2 control groups for the first time in his career. DT Blink is on the way, because that's really what was missing here. Nice has a nice amount of workers to fall back on. And, but Haz will attack. And Haz does not have more army supply, but he has not just Stalkers, so... Oh, Disruptors! So many! They kill 2 Disruptors. Wait, he picks up... Those Disruptors did so little! Oh, an impressively small amount for 6 Disruptors. Oh my god, and then he loses 4... He's lost 4 of them now, and another... Oh my god, and then he shoots himself in the face! Oh, stop! And then he loses, like, He Dick Cheney'd it! Oh my god! Game 7! I think. Wait. Right? Haz was so close to grasping jaws. Disruptor balls don't discriminate. It's like a grenade. We already talked about grenades. You gotta be careful. There is a non-zero chance Haz couldn't tell whose disruptors were whose, but really he used the Selecto Army hotkey. Oh no. Oh no. And, you know what I think is the best potential end for this series, by the way? You know what I think? Oh, after it's all tied up. 3-3. Is learning that since Nice came from the winner's bracket, he started out up a game. Which means Nice wins 4-3. Nice wins the series. Haz needed to not shoot himself in the face, but he did. What a fitting mess of an end. It just ends. It's over. It just ends. Because I did not get the appropriate context for that experience. I feel I lost it. I don't remember most of what happened in that series. And I'm completely sober. And I think both the players are too. And that is a great case for alcoholism, is what it is. So, thank you for watching. Thank you to the players for that. Thank you for being here and experiencing that with me. I hope I didn't just justify the occasional YouTube comment about they couldn't get anyone else One of my favorite comments, and of course, instead of the 50 positive comments, we're going to shout out to the one not so positive comment of they couldn't get anyone else to cast this. I see that from people who don't know how to search for anything themselves occasionally, and to them, no. There was no one else who casted this before. This was the very first time, and I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Thank you to everyone watching live, or otherwise. Congratulations. Nice. Good luck. And may God have mercy on our souls.